If you aren't familiar with what the progesterone drop-off is, it's often the time of the cycle where you kind of think you're going crazy, but then your period comes a few days later or the next day and you're like, oh, that makes sense now, why I was experiencing all of this. The progesterone drop-off is specifically when the hormone progesterone drops off in your cycle and you experience a lull period, which just indicates that your period is about to come. When you know that this is coming and you can anticipate it, you no longer judge yourself or think you're going crazy this time of the cycle, and you are able to support yourself so that you can combat some of these symptoms that might come up. This is how you know the progesterone drop-off is really affecting your day-to-day life. It isn't exactly supportive. These are some key things to take a look at in your current cycle. Are you experiencing mood swings and irritability at a high? It is normal to experience some stress during this time of the cycle. You do become a little bit more sensitive, but if you're having like pretty high stress and anxiety, that's not normal, and it could be because of your progesterone drop off, and you just need a little bit support on that hormone so that you can get through this time of the cycle. Number 2, are you experiencing fatigue? The way I like to describe this to my clients is when you wake up in the morning, does it feel like someone has to pull you out of bed, or like literally someone's pushing you into the bed? That's how difficult it is to get up. That is also not normal and an indication that your progesterone levels are a little too low, which really leaves you super sluggish and unmotivated for the rest of your day. Number 3, are you experiencing poor sleep? I have clients who come to me are like, I'm experiencing insomnia at certain points of my cycle. I don't really know what's going on, and they think they're having sleep disorders, but really it's just because your progesterone levels need a little bit of support. When your body is producing enough of the progesterone, when the progesterone drop-off area is happening, it will help you have deep sleep and healthy energy reserves in the next day. If not, it leads to restlessness, poor sleep, and sometimes even insomnia. The 4th sign that your progesterone levels are not happening in harmony is you are experiencing extreme PMS symptoms. So cramps that leave you in fetal position, headaches, and bloating. It literally feels like you're just a balloon 24/7. And then not only that, you have basically no libido pretty much throughout your cycle because your progesterone levels are not where they should be. Although the progesterone drop-off is totally normal and you will experience some of these to a degree, it should not be on the extreme scale, and it should definitely not be affecting your day-to-day life. If it is making it difficult for you to stay productive, to stay motivated in your day-to-day, or to not be fighting with your partner all the time, or to be getting up out of bed just as a normal human being day-to-day, then there is definitely something to be taking a look at, because that's an absolute red flag for your hormones. Here are my top 3 things to help you really offset this. Of course, everything I teach, the foundation is nutrition. You're going to want to make sure that you are feeding and nourishing your body so that you can produce the healthy amount of progesterone reserve. Foods rich in magnesium and B6 are super supportive for this particular hormone. Of course, I've talked about this before, but my second tip would be to manage stress, have that mindfulness practice. And third, make sure that you are doubling down on a sleep routine so that you get restful sleep, since this time of the cycle can really cause some messed up sleep cycles. So you're going to want to go to bed around the same time, wake up around the same time. Be sure to double down on a routine so that your body gets ready for that, and it can really help you combat that fatigue that you might be experiencing or the restlessness.